Our next dog is Sybil, and she may be a familiar face. She was on Pet Pals mid-June, and she is still here at the shelter. And one of the questions I get a lot when I go out into the community or I'm talking to people here at the shelter is, how long do you keep them? Our shelter is very progressive, and we have no time limit on any animal. As long as an animal is healthy and stays temperamentally sound, it stays here at our shelter until it's available for adoption. Now, every once in a while, we'll have an animal that maybe will be on the adoption floor, and then it gets moved out to foster care to take a little break from the shelter environment, and then comes back to the shelter. So as you can see, Sybil is a very active dog, and she's going to require a family that is active and able to work with her some. She is going to be 4 years old in November, and as you can see, she is a Pit Bull mix. One of the things Sybil needs work on is her leash manners. She could use some training on leash walking appropriately. What we have noticed is that she has a very strong prey drive. If you've ever been to the shelter in our backyard, it's about 3 acres of unfenced area, and as soon as you take her out there, she is on the hunt. She is looking for groundhog, squirrels, rabbits. So she needs someone that can maybe refocus her attention and try and have her walk nicely on the leash. Someone who maybe runs, someone who goes and does outdoor activities. We actually have a little tunnel that dogs can go through, and she runs through the tunnel. So I'm not saying she'll ever be an agility dog, but she seems to thrive on exercise like that. And obviously, a well-exercised dog is an easier dog to train and stay focused. If you can see her right now, which you can see she has that endearing ear, the ears go up over top of her head when she's interested or she's curious about something. That is a very, like I said, endearing look for her. She was given up by her previous owner because, once again, the person was moving. So I think I said earlier about that help us help you maybe find a place that'll take a pet. It looks like that she did not share her home with any other pets. So if you were to have another dog and you wanted your dog to meet Sybil, we encourage that. We call that a meet and greet. So you could bring your dog to the shelter. They'd meet on neutral ground. We'd see how that'd go. Sometimes people say, you know what, it went good, but I'd like to try it again. Obviously, you're more than welcome to come back a second day and let them meet again because, as I've mentioned several times, we want to set everyone up for success. It looks like she's lived around children of all ages, but being a dog this big and this rambunctious, obviously you'd have to monitor her around very young kids that are maybe just starting to walk or easily are knocked over because they're not quite as steady yet, because she is a large dog. We have her weight as 67 pounds, so she's pushing 70 pounds, and she has a lot of muscle on there, so she could easily knock someone over, even an elderly person or just someone who's not paying attention, fairly easy with her big size.